Like, I don't even want to talk about it because like how the okay, y'all, we made it to Panama City, Panama. I'm super excited. This is my first time in Panama, and one thing about me, I'm gonna explore something new. So I wanted to give you guys a tour of the Airbnb. Just walk in, and this is how it looks like. Definitely a lot of space. Couch, TV. There's a little terrace. You can sit outside and see what everybody is doing and be in everybody's business. We move on to the bedroom. Another little patio where you could just sit here and see what's going on. The bathroom. So cute. And there's me. And a mini closet, which I really, really like. I can put my suitcases in here. They don't have to be like all over there. So that's really cool. And then this is the shower. Toilet. And tub, which I probably will not be using because I never use them. But right now what I need to do is log on to my computer because I will be working during this trip. So this is gonna be a new experience for me. Kind of, like, not really. We'll get into the details later, but I'm super excited, and this is day one in Panama. I am exhausted. It was a long day. Like, look at my face. I'm so tired. So let me back up a little bit. I'm excited for this to be my third solo country. So many reasons why I picked Panama. Like I said, heard really, really good things. Safety, decently priced, food-wise, transportation-wise, stable internet connection, because I am working while I'm out here. So this is gonna be interesting because normally when I go on vacation, I don't work. Like, so this is gonna be an interesting like combo. So after work, I went and got some food at this Italian spot. I know what you're thinking, like Italian in Panama. Listen, buddy, I'm tired. It was close by. I didn't want to think about what I wanted to eat. I just seen it, I said, bet I'm gonna eat from there. The place that I'm staying at is in Costco Viejo, Old Town. It was highly recommended that you stay here. So everything's pretty close, pretty walkable. But yeah, I mean, I feel safe. I mean, yeah, I've been catcalled, but like nobody followed me. So we're okay, we're cool. Tomorrow's agenda though is exciting because anytime I go somewhere new, I always have to do a food tour. And I think that's the best thing to do is do a food tour like your first day or like the next day when you land wherever you are, because you get to try the food, you get a little history lesson, and you get to like know the lay of the land. It makes like navigating the city easier. So we're having a food tour tomorrow at 10 a.m. That's from 10 to 2. And then I'm gonna see if I can make the Panama Canal tomorrow. This is me signing off from night one in Panama City. See you guys tomorrow. I know like a lot of people get scared to travel alone, whether it is domestically or internationally. Some things that I like to bring with me when I am traveling solo are a few things. This right here is like a doorstop. So you put it, you know, it takes batteries and you put it underneath the door and then you wedge it underneath the door. So if someone tries to open the door, it's gonna make this really loud sound. I also bought this lock from Amazon. And so you put it in between the door and then you put this extra latch in, like literally no one can open the door. So that's something I definitely suggest. Something that I also travel with, especially when I go outside of the country, is a portable carbon monoxide plug-in. A lot of countries outside of the US, for some reason, they don't have carbon monoxide alarms in their house. And so I like to travel with this just because, you know, I've seen some horror stories just to be safe and just have like a peace of mind, you know.
We're similar to the Colombian and Venezuela arepa. Yes. Okay. Main difference is that we use yellow corn instead of the white corn, and we don't use cornmeal. Okay. We use another preparation with the corn that I'm going to show you in the market. Okay. Okay. So the texture is going to be different. This is the first street outside of the gates of the old city. Okay, that means that a lot of money was coming in and out of this street. Important. You would walk down this street all the way to where you see that park there. Okay, that park wasn't there 10 years ago. The water used to be all the way up there. The boat will stop there, drop the merchandise, and that was our original market. Okay, it's $5,000. Okay, just the dress. But if you're already investing in the dress, you have a lot of rules to follow. Yes, a lot of rules. So we use 7 different gold necklaces. Okay, minimum 7 different gold necklaces, and we wear the headpiece. Okay, let me show you the headpiece. The headpiece is called tembleques. Okay, here. The tembleques, this is a $150 head of tembleques, which is going to be the base price for a tembleque head. Okay, so from here, everything can change. This is 150 because it's this specific type of beads that are the ones that we use. What you're going to notice, we have butterflies, we have flowers, we have birds. This is a peacock over here. And not all of Chinese recognize a lot of these because these are mainly Cantonese. Okay? It's very good. Okay, all right. If you like regular, like the all the juices, orange, pineapple, carrot, orange. Okay? Green style juices, you have celery, cucumber, green apple, orange, and parsley. You find it everywhere. We have very good ceviche because our seafood is fresh. Okay, if you go to a restaurant, 2 of the most important appetizers that are gonna be in any menu.
Okay, we are back from our food tour. The food tour was great. Now we're getting ready to head to the Panama Canal. I'm hoping it doesn't rain, but it looks like it's gonna rain. I probably should have checked the weather before. But we're just gonna go. What can we do? I'm here. I have to make use of my time. So I'm about to call the Uber. Uber is so cheap here, y'all. The visitor center for the Panama Canal is 30 minutes away, and they want to charge me $7. $7. Oh, love it. Obsessed. So let's go ahead and go to the Panama Canal. Wow. Man, the viewing deck is packed with people. Hopefully I'll get to see the ship pass. Now we're headed to watch the IMAX movie. Hopefully it'll give me a little bit more context on the whole Panama Canal, because I know like basic things about it, but I hope it'll give me more information. So here we go. Hold on. Hey.
Knees, make you shake it to the max. Could you please turn up your bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. Shake it to the max.
Good morning, everyone. Clearly, I am in a good mood. It is Sunday. Excuse my ashiness. I'm doing my skincare, so I thought I would talk while doing my skincare and getting ready for brunch. Babes, a lot happened yesterday. Whew, I'm out of breath. I didn't really talk because your girl was moving and shaking. Okay, So yesterday I did a food tour. I found this experience on Airbnb. It was me and 3 other people that were on the tour, and our guide's name was Anna. She was fabulous. So everybody was really, really nice, like had good energy. I did not know that there was a Chinese population in Panama. I mean, it sounds surprising. It's surprising, but like not surprising. But I didn't expect like in Panama that there would be a lot of Chinese people, but also like a mini Chinatown. And so she was telling us a lot of the history. The Chinese came to Panama as slaves. Did not know that. So that was interesting. And she was kind of talking about how the Chinese like have some resentment towards Panamanians. And I'm like, wow, that sounds very familiar. Anyway, she told us about the Indian population that was in Panama, so we learned about that. Obviously, we learned about Afro-Panamanians and the influences that were brought through food. So after that, I exchanged information with the guy from Cali. I felt comfortable like hanging out with him like after. So yeah, I came back to my Airbnb. Then I went to the Panama Canal, which I was like iffy about the Panama Canal because I was like, I don't know, like I'm a history nerd, like I like stuff like that. But then I was like, is it just like, it's gonna be boring, blah, blah, blah. So I said, you know, I'm just gonna check it out. The ticket was $17-ish. So I got there, I bought my ticket online. I got there, I went to see if there was any boats passing. And when I first got there, there was a boat that already passed through. There's a lot of boats that pass through during the day. So what I ended up doing was watching the documentary. It was narrated by Morgan Freeman, which it was actually really, really good. It gave me a lot of background information about the Panama Canal, because I knew like the basic functions of the canal, but I didn't know like how it was built, like how it really operates. The documentary definitely gave me all the information, and it made me like more hyped to go see the boat pass, because at first I was like, okay, it's just passing through the canal. But when I found out the technology and how advanced the canal was when it was built, like, chef's kiss, honestly. I watched the movie, I went back up, and then I was able to see a boat pass. So I was like, okay, cool, like I get it. The water rises, the boat's sinking, like it was cool, it was cool. So after that, I did that, then I grabbed a $10 Uber back to my place. The US could never, it could never. Later on, I ended up linking with the guy from my food tour. And so we went and got dinner at this place, I think it's like La Tapas del Coco.
Do you want to try them like I said?
Babes, the food was good, but the service was horrible. The service was horrible. We were there, twiddling our thumbs with no food for like over an hour. And like the problem was like, I can understand they were a little busy, but like the problem was is like they were checking on everybody's table but us. Mind you, we was the only 2 visibly Black people at that establishment. I had found that place on Instagram. After that, we went to venture out. You know, I'm in Costco Viejo. So we went to venture out, see what was going on, hit up a couple rooftops, beautiful views. The skyline in Panama City is beautiful, gorgeous. The places that we went out to, the vibes were okay. Like we couldn't really find a spot that we liked, and then when we did find a place that was playing really, really good music, like nobody was in there, and it was just like, oh. So today we are getting ready for brunch, baby. I was gonna wear makeup, but honestly it's too hot and I don't feel like dripping everywhere. So the agenda is to get brunch. I'm meeting up with the guy from the food tour. We're gonna go get brunch. Then we're gonna hang out later on. Like after that, I think we might go to the mall. And then, child, we are doing a Afro-Panamanian cooking class. It was something I wanted to do, but I was gonna do it during the week. But since the guy from the food tour was like, oh, I want to do this, you want to do this? I was like, yeah, like, let's go, because he leaves soon. So I was like, yeah, fine, let's do it. So that's what we're going to do. Just letting my solo travelers and other travelers know that, yes, you will need Spanish here. I did not take Spanish in high school. I took French. So, of course, I don't have a big palette. However, I have learned how to say a table for one, okay, via Google Translate. And here we go. Un mesa para uno. Come on, bro. I'm just saying. Learn from French. phrases. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? I think it's like important when you travel somewhere, you know, learn a couple of phrases to at least try. And then, yes, I've been using Google Translate and people have tried. But normally what I do, before I just start speaking to someone in English, I always ask them in Spanish if they speak English. And then they'll tell me yes or no. And then that's how I know how to proceed. Because I think it's a little crazy just to like start speaking English to somebody in a place where English is not really like widely known. Unless if they speak English to me first, then we good. But if they're like something in Spanish, then I'm gonna be like, do hablar inglés? And then if they're like, no, I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. I said lo siento, and then I pull out my Google Translate, and we gonna have this conversation. So I've been having a great time. I'm excited. I've been enjoying Panama, and yeah, let's see where the rest of the day takes us. Period.
That page that I was on.
Over here, you were dancing.
Oh, wait.
This is my new friend, guys. We met at the food tour.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is yuca with beef filling. I'm gassed to try this. That'll do it. Okay, we got a burger. Don't come for me. Yes, it's basic, but I was craving a burger, so mind your business. And then we have fish sticks or fish fritters with rice. Okay, let's try the burger. That is good.
What is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tercera ronda, registro.
So we think it's a rowing competition going on. I don't know, we're just here for the vibes, but there's a lot of people here.
Carrera se mantiene, viene Índigo por fuera, pero Dragon Ten por fuera, Dragon Ten, alcanza.
Yeah!
Dragon Ten, sí, puede ser Dragon Ten, vamos a ver.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Okay, now.
Bruh. Oh my gosh. This is so hot.
Hey, really?
But this thing, very nice, very refreshing. Yes, child. Okay, y'all. This is the fit for the cooking class. Something slight, nothing too crazy. But let's go ahead and cook some Afro-Panamanian food. I'm excited. Let's go.
Panamanians love it. It's normally coming on the side. If you have a protein, they always have it on the side. You can either get it in sweet plantain or get it in sweet potatoes. Okay, but I like to mix the two together. Oh, I'm telling you, the blend of the two is to die for. Okay, so how do you do a tentacion recipe? When you do a tentacion recipe, you are going to make a sofrito. Primero, sofrito. We know what a sofrito is? Sofrito, you know, eh? Sofrito is the foundation or the base for a good tasty stew. If you want to make a stew, always make a sofrito. That will be involving onions, garlic, ginger, tomatoes, cilantro. If you have cilantro, salt, pepper, and you're going to get a nice sofrito. That is called a sofrito. When you cook that down, caramelize it together. And then make thin slices first. Once you get the thin slices, the next thing will be just put it together, stack it up together, and then slice the thin slices the other direction.
Now, you know I'm no professional right now.
No, you're doing great. Just make sure you get some more things.
I'll show you how
She
to
works hard.
I work hard in the kitchen.
1 to 1, correct. You would put 4 cups to 4 cups of rice. But this is so thick, that's why I'm putting less. We want our rice to come out perfectly and fluffy. Right? Nice fluffy rice. Uno. You know how to count in Spanish? Dos. Dos.
Oh wow, yeah, you got responsibilities. Oh wow.
So we're trying the jollof rice. Let's see what it's named. Okay. My mom's is always better. But it's better. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Guys, we are back from the Afro-Panamanian cooking class. And when I tell you it was a vibe, like literally, I think that was like so far, the most fun excursion activity that I have done. Like it was so good. Where do I even begin? The vibes, immaculate. The chef, so knowledgeable. You can tell that he was very like excited and like this was his thing, and he gave us so much background information about everything. The vibes were there. I don't know why I have this hat on. The vibes were there. Like everybody was super nice. Everybody was like talking. So there were people who were solo travelers that were there. It was about 11 of us. And yeah, it was probably the most fun I've had so far on this trip, and I've been having a blast. It was so good. The food was amazing. We cooked jollof rice. Most West African countries try to debate on like who has the best jollof, and let me tell you right now, it's Senegal and Gambia. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. So going in, I was like, okay, jollof rice, like what y'all talking about? But the jollof was jollofin. It was jollofin. It was so good. It tasted like my mama. I know y'all saw the clip where I said it was cool, but baby, it was really good. I even got something to go and eat that tomorrow. The nice part is that the chef is doing like a buffet style like tasting on Saturday. And I mean, most of the people can't make it, but girl, I'm gonna be here Saturday, so I'm gonna sign up for that. I'm gonna text the chef and be like, put me down, because I want to come and eat, because the food was good. I've been having a great like weekend so far in Panama. I'm kind of sad that slavery is starting tomorrow, aka work, but we're gonna make the best of it because I'm in Panama. I'm not in the crusty United States. The time difference between North Carolina and Panama is only an hour. So I'm probably gonna start working around 9 o'clock. I don't plan on going to the shared space tomorrow. I plan on going on Tuesday. I'm kind of like excited to see how I'm gonna do this upcoming week and like trying to balance like being in paradise, but also enduring slavery. My buddy is leaving tomorrow, so I have no one to kick it with, but that's what happens with solo travel. You know, people come, people go. Something that's like interesting that I've noticed is so like where my Airbnb, where my Airbnb is located is in Casco Viejo, but it's like on the cusp of like there's the good part, and then there's the part where it's like you don't want to go there. Like even our Uber driver this morning, when we were coming back, was like, oh yeah, don't go down that way, like it's dangerous. And I'm not too far from that dangerous area, and I had not known that when I had booked the Airbnb. The Airbnb itself is nice inside. Outside's a little sketchy. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little sketchy. Especially at night. During the day, I'm okay. At night, I don't know if I'm gonna be walking back there at night. So I definitely, obviously plan to be, I'm usually in the Airbnb by a certain time, unless like someone walks me back. Good night, and I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. Good morning, everyone. Is it a good morning? No, it's a good morning because I'm in Panama, but morning because I have to work. So we're going to go ahead and head off to this co-working space that I found. It's more in the city and not in Casco Viejo. So I will be giving you guys a tour, see what's going on, and hopefully it's a good work day. So let's go. Hello guys, it is the end of the day and now I'm getting ready for bed, but we did have a productive day. As you saw, I was at the co-working space that I found via Google and I was like, okay, let me try this. And it was funny because first of all, when the Uber there was $4, lovely. I got there, I had to give them my passport so they can have my identification. I went into the building, it's on the 31st floor. It was cute, everybody was super nice. It was 2 receptionists, one didn't speak English, the other one did, but they were both very, very sweet, very nice. And it's funny because I had been texting them weeks prior to like understand like what the amenities were, like what's going on. And so when I gave them my name, they were like, oh my God, you, like we've been talking to you. I'm like, yes girl, it's me, hi. So I was like a mini celebrity. Hoping that I was gonna have an easy week this week, but my manager came back and was like, you need to do some edits on this chapter. And I was just like, that's crazy. So that's what I was working on. So that was not fun, but the edits are not as bad as I thought they would be. It's funny because, I think maybe I'm just so traumatized about like when you're in America and stuff, but like I took all of my stuff and I went and had lunch and I came back and then they came upstairs and they're like, oh, like you can like leave your stuff here. Like nobody's gonna touch it. And my American brain cannot comprehend that because we're just so used to people like stealing stuff. So I might try it tomorrow, guys. I don't know because my backpack is heavy, my computer is heavy, and I don't want to carry that everywhere I go. The Uber on the way back was like $8, double the price during peak travel time, but it's still $8. Like what? So then I got here, then I changed because I went to meet a friend of a friend's friend who lives here. So it was nice speaking with her. Yeah, so we chopped it up about, her leaving the United States. And then low-key put the battery in my bag that I've always had. But it's just like, oh my gosh, like, should I live here? Or just move out the country in general? Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that's a dream of mine. I would love to live outside the United States. I feel like it's just a better quality of life. And everything she said resonated with me and I was like, hold on. But it was really nice not catching up with her because I just met her, but it was nice meeting her. I signed up for the salsa class, so I'm doing that on Thursday. I'm excited for that. Hold on, because I might listen. The teacher might have to take some moves for me. Come on. Just kidding. Yeah. Hello everyone. Okay, so this is the fit for salsa class. I've never taken a salsa dancing class, so I'm excited about this. This is the fit. We are ready to go. It's like a 4-minute walk, but I'm absolutely gonna Uber because it's starting to get dark. It's starting to get dark. So we're gonna go do that, and yeah, let's do something new.
1, 2, 3, step, 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 and 1, 2, 3. Step, 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 keep on going, and 1, 2, 3. Step, 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 and 1, 2, 3. Tap, tap, tap.
My street keeps getting hot. Okay.
One more time, let's try again. 3, and 1, 2. Other to the right, turn to the right. And 1, 2, 3, walk, there you go. 1, 2, up and turn to the right. Remember to turn up and 5, 6. This here mistake. So you go 5, 6, spin. Okay? One more time. 3, 1, and go. 3, 1, 3, 6, 7.
This day dreamed me, okay? Okay, I guess where I begin this morning. So today is Labor Day in Panama. I did not know that booking this trip that it was gonna be Labor Day. It wasn't until I went to the co-working space where they were like, we're not gonna be here, but you can still come, like it's a holiday. And I was like, oh, okay, bloop, bloop, bloop. Like, let me look up the holiday, and it was Labor Day. So this morning I'm going in thinking like, okay, it's Labor Day. It's kind of like Labor Day like in the US where like, yeah, people don't go to work, but like businesses are still open, restaurants are still open, stuff like that. And I was absolutely mistaken. So this morning I got up, went to the co-working space. There was like nobody there, which I anticipated because people were off. So work was cool. Like it rained today. Like yeah, work was okay. It rained in the morning. It started out very beautifully, and then the rain just like came through for real. I decided to work. Girl, I had to work. What the heck? Anyway, so I worked. It was chill. There was like a handful of people in the office. Cool. And then I was like, ooh, I want Jamaican food because I be hearing that the Jamaican food in Panama is really good. There's a Jamaican population, like boom, boom, boom. Cool. So I found this spot and I was like, bet after work, because I'm already in the city, I am gonna just go get Jamaican food and then come back and then get ready for my salsa class. So I called an Uber. The Uber was like, I don't know, like $4. I get there and the place is closed. The place is closed and I'm sick to my stomach because like I said, it's kind of like Labor Day in the US, which I know, very small-minded, very like, why would you even bring that thought of mine here? But here we are. So my Uber dropped me off and I was like, damn, it's closed. So right next to it was a convenience store or whatever. So I said, well, I'm gonna go in there, call my Uber and wait in there. And then I was like, oh, let me grab some waters. Cause I was like, oh, perfect. Like I don't have to walk and get water. Like it's right here, bet, and I can have the Uber take me home. Cool. So I get the waters. The Uber picks me up. We come back to the Airbnb. He is dropping me off. I get all the way in the house, and guess what? I forgot my water in the back seat. My junk sitting in the back. It was just on the floor, so it was just like out of sight, out of mind. And like as soon as he dropped me out, I was like, let me get my little skinny ass up out of here, my little tiny ass up out of here, you know what I'm saying, and go do what I need to do because I need to eat. I hope my Uber driver enjoys the water. It was like $3, so like whatever, not a big deal. Cool. So then I come back, change, and then I'm like, oh, I need to eat something because like, hello, I got salsa class at 7. So I end up going to Casa. I think it's called Casa. It's called Costco Casa. Don't quote me on it. Anyway, it's right next to the Airbnb. So I hope my lips not ashes here. Anyway, so then I went and ate there, and this is what I got. The food was really, really good. The service was great. Like they brought me some plantain fries. And at first when they brought it, I was like, oh, I didn't order that. And then like, oh, it's on the house. I said, okay, hold on. It's on the house? Who sent it to me? Which one of you old men sent it to me? Nobody sent it to me. It was just like a free thing they were giving to all the tables. So, but it's okay. It was good. It slapped. I got empanadas, and then I had this like chicken stew. It was like this big chicken, roasted chicken. So good. I'm glad I went there. So then I came back, changed quickly, decided to put on makeup, which honestly I don't know what possessed me to do that, but I was like, oh, it's a salsa class, like blah blah blah, like knowing that I'm gonna be sweating, but I was like, I want to be cute, low-key. So I put on some makeup, went to the salsa class. I got there and I was the first one there, and then he was like, oh, it just might be me and you, and I was like, okay, cool. And then like 3 other people joined, so it was cool. It was a small class. The instructor was great. He was fine too. But anyway, that's besides the point. That's not the point. We learned salsa, and you saw the clips. And it's funny because it really put me in a vulnerable place. It put me in a vulnerable place because like I could dance like for real. Like if you know me, like I could really dance. And like it really put me in a vulnerable place because I'm over here like step, step, step. And then like I was messing up as you had seen in the clip. And I just want y'all to know that's not a representative of who I am. It's not. I could really dance like for real. And I got rhythm. The way I was messing up them steps, honey. I was messing up them steps. I said, ooh, embarrassing. But it's okay. You live, you learn, you do something new, you push yourself out there, you be vulnerable. Class was only supposed to last an hour, but we were there for like almost 2.5 hours. So it was a good vibe. Like everybody was nice, like instructor was cool, like I said, fine. Anyway, I tried to call my people, but nobody's answering me. I'm like, do y'all hate me? That's crazy. But let me not answer one phone call and they're ready to call the Panama National Guard. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm super excited. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I have a couple more days and we're gonna keep this going, all right? This is pretty cool.
Wow.
No, que le lleve. Que le lleve. Tienen miedo. Tienen miedo allá.
Like the boats that you saw. So they were used. It was a few days on the water, and by the time they were in the city for sale, a lot of those products were spoiled. They were broken. So they looked for a place closer to Panama City. They found this river and they moved, establishing here with that purpose: education and agriculture, to continue with the agriculture as to get some income. But what happened? Everything changed, right? Back in 1984, since this is the river that provides water to the Panama Canal and also water that we drink in Panama City, the government decided to obviously protect the area because you need the rainforest to have water. So now this is a national park, and the rules changed at that time, and now the agriculture is no longer allowed because you need to cut trees. That's entirely prohibited here. They get a certain amount of distance, and the final free to decide how much. Hey,
Getting a temporary tattoo. So I got my temporary tattoo right here. They put baby powder on here, I guess, to like let it set. But this is so cool. I know the other day I said today dreamy, but today actually dreamy. I have my village tour today. They picked us up at 8:30 and it was me and 4 other people. It was 2 couples and then me. Driver spoke English and Spanish. He drove so fast. Like, I know they drive hella fast, like everywhere outside of the United States, and that's one thing I can appreciate about the United States is the order of driving. Got there, we got on the boat, and then we went to where we're gonna hike on the waterfall. If you're gonna do this excursion, I need you to listen very closely to me. Bring water shoes with you that have a grip. One night, I tell you, it was so slippery out there, and it didn't rain like today, but you know, obviously it had been raining the past few days. It was so slippery. Like, one of the guys that was there, he was playing like Nike slides out there trekking, and that's why he busted his ass when we were leaving, because it was just like, it's too slippery. Like, why would you not bring proper shoes? If you don't have good knees, this is not the hike for you, okay? Because there's a lot of like bending down, trying to like climb a little bit. Yeah, so like you don't have good knees, you should not be doing this. So I'm so tired. So then there was that. Okay, so we did that. Child, what else happened after that? I was looking cute or whatever. I got in the water. I was like, oh my god, the water was cold, but the water was very shallow. Like I stood up the whole time, so it was like, yay, good for the non-swimmers. We hiked back and then we kayaked. Bro, when I say that kayak took everything out of me. I love kayaking. I ain't gonna hold you. That's my thing. So like going in, I knew kind of like what to do, but like they just kind of put you in the kayaks and they were like, oh, have you kayaked before? I was like, yeah. They're like, okay. And there was like no like real instructions. And so we just kind of went down the river, and what I would have liked to see was one of the tour guides be in front of the group, because like at one point I was hella far away from everybody. Like I was in the front and like people were behind me, and I'm just like, I have no guide, like I'm really just going with the current. So like there was that. I didn't bring my camera or anything because they were like, just in case you capsize, like you don't want your phone in there or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, like we're just gonna have to miss the content for that. But the kayaking was cool. It was very tiring. They met us down the river and they parked their boat and they were like, you wanna keep going? I said, no, get me off this kayak. So they put me back on the canoe, and then we went down to the village, and we met all the people, and they were very, very nice. They had like, I mean, you see all the clips, like I ain't gotta explain everything. You saw all the clips. It was cool. We danced with them. I had my dance partner was like this little kid that was like 4 or something, like 3 or 4, so cute. Came up to me, grabbed my hand, and we was boogieing. I was like, okay, go kids, go kids. So we did that. I changed my clothes. What else? They gave us a lot of history about the village, which I appreciated, because I felt like on the tour, like our tour guide didn't really give us a lot of information, and it's just like, I want to know the history, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I came back, I grabbed a little snack, okay? Then I got ready to go to the dinner from the chef that I did the cooking class with, and that was fun. That was fun. It was like me and like 4 other people. And everybody was super cool, very nice, very talkative. Like it was a vibe. It was cool. The food was great. Then after, I was like, oh, I kind of want to go out. So I said, let me try it out. And this time I was going by myself, y'all. By myself. I've never done that before. I'm always like in the house by like 7, 8 o'clock. I went to Selena Rooftop. I was there for a little bit. And it's a cute rooftop for sure. I didn't talk to anybody while I was out. I was just kind of standing there like this, cheese. It was just awkward, like, and let me say this, all the solo travelers that can go out by themselves at night, hats off to you. I have not graduated to that level yet. And I was walking around and there was like this huge group of people, all black people. I think they were doing the bar crawl. And one of the girls, like, I was walking by and she like grabbed my wrist. She was like, not grabbed it, but she kind of like tapped me and was like, you are so beautiful, or you're so pretty, or something like that. And I was like, oh, stop, because you're beautiful. Like, so I will say that was the highlight of my night. Tomorrow is the day that I'm leaving to go back home. Okay, y'all, it is Sunday. It's time to go back home. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited to go back home. This is my longest like solo trip I've ever had. And so it's kind of like, yes, ready to go back home. Yeah, my final thoughts on Panama. Panama is a great country. I did enjoy my time when I was here. The food was good, the people were nice. I had a ball on my excursions. Highly recommend, if you're a solo traveler, absolutely do those excursions. I think where I kind of fell short at was a little bit of lack of planning on my part. Like there were some days where I was just tired and like I worked and then I just stayed in the Airbnb, like I ate and then came back. So I could have utilized my time a little bit better. There were some things that I didn't get to experience. Also, the weather was not the best. Like I, for some reason, thought I would get special treatment. And I was hoping that I was gonna get here the end of their dry season. Like And I was kind of confused looking up online like when dry season actually started, because a lot of people said it starts in April, like late April. Some people said May, so I was just kind of chancing it. I think what I'm gonna do next time, I would definitely return to Panama City, because I feel like there's so much I haven't seen yet. Like I really didn't venture into like the newer parts of Panama, and like I wish I would have did that more. So I think I should have planned better. When it comes to co-working here, I think it's a great place to be able to work remote from. There were different choices when it came to co-working. I really like the co-working space that I worked at. As a solo traveler, I would recommend Panama. I did feel safe for the most part. The places that I didn't feel safe is unfortunately around my Airbnb, which I'll put the link of my Airbnb. And the thing is, it's not like the building itself was unsafe. Like it's not the best location, especially for a solo traveler. The terrace faced the main road, and like every time I would come back, like there would be like just a group of men like hanging out here. Not that I feel like they were gonna like snatch me up, but like they would try to like get my attention and like say little things, and I'm just like, oh my god. So I would get my Uber and dip, or depending on what side of the street they on, I'm gonna go the other way around. And so like I couldn't really like hang out on the terrace. Not that the terrace was like super big, but like, you know, I wanted to pop out and just like look, but I didn't want to do that because the men would be hanging out in the front, and I didn't want them to know like which apartment I was in, like specifically. At night it got a little weird. I think like all the people that I met on my excursions were super nice, like very, very helpful. Even the Panamanian people here, if I would ask for directions, you know, they didn't speak English, so I would, you know, pull out Google Translate. They were very like, oh, it's over here. Very sweet people, very, very nice. But I had a good time. I think right now I'm just tired. Like I think this is literally the longest I've ever solo traveled for, so I'm just like, I'm ready to go home. I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I had a good time in Panama. This was a test for me to see if I could work and have a little fun time while I am traveling. So I think I can. And I'm gonna keep doing this and see how far I can take it and run this to the ground until I can't remote work no more. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next vlog.